Hey YouTubers, Rival X Factor here with a very special edition of Spoonfed. If you don't know what Spoonfed is, it's a series I do with the help of you guys, the community. I take community video and analyze it. We talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. And obviously, this is Aftermath, this is PS3, and this is brought to me by the Gold Standard Group. And the player's name is Keiski, which I think I'm murking the pronunciation of the name because it's got some leet speak in it. So I apologize. But if you want to check him out, I'll link his battle log and I'll link his YouTube page down below. Let's talk about the man behind the numbers. He's roughly an 18 to 19% shooter, so not too bad on the console platform. He also has a 2.0 KD. And he's using one of my favorite kits in close quarters, the A91. He's got a foregrip, he's got a laser sight. So he's going ADS here, which you really don't have to. Remember, when you go ADS, there's a small delay. Yes, he pulled off the kill. Very good kill, but don't forget, play to the strength of your kit. Would you ADS an M5K point blank? Would you ADS an AEK with a laser sight point blank? Don't waste your time. Enemy tank rolls up, and you go for the side shot. Very good. For those of you out there, don't forget, a 90-degree shot in the side does the most damage. If you start angling 85, 80, 70 degrees, you do less damage. It's where you hit the tank and from what angle. Don't forget, a straight-on shot in the ass does the most damage in the game. So straight shot on the ass, perfect side shot on the side, okay? And then angle from the side in that order. And don't forget, if you're looking at the tank, don't shoot for the middle of it if you're on the side. Shoot for the back if that squares up a 90-degree angle shot for you. Already looking at this map, I already enjoy the layout based on the multiple elevation changes and lots of cover. I think this is a hit. And here's another example. Very good shot, but don't bother going ADS. If a guy wants to be a night pro, just keep backing up like you did and just hip fire him. The A91 with the laser sight and a foregrip is an absolute beast in that setup. I see a tank on my mini-map, and I think you do too, and you're out of rockets. What should you do? Exactly what you're doing. Go for the repair tool. Maybe sneak up on his side. Yep, it'll prevent the running over. And remember, sometimes a move like that is a power play. You died, but let's say you got him disabled. Your team's not far behind. Now he's in a pickle. Does his rep guy get out? Does he get out? Does he risk getting it stolen? If you put the hurting on a tank, maybe you just did your job. Maybe you didn't disable it, but you got him down to 60%. Then your tank comes around the corner. That's playing for the team. You know you're probably going to die, and you still try to do something about it. Nice C4 over there. Nice trying to shoot the C4. Very smart. I also must compliment you on always being on burn. I kind of skimmed this footage before I did this. You're constantly on burn. Very nice shot. I'm surprised that one didn't connect. Good lead. Good vertical adjust. Another thing about this is, you know, when you play Conquest, some of the biggest tips that I can give is play for the flag. Play for these burn points. Why? I'll tell you a story. In our competitive ways, we've run across all different types of teams. We've run across guys who drop score bombs in public servers or get high scores in scrims, but they're never pushing the flag or they're never defending the flag. So what happens? Their team gets destroyed or they lose the pub match because they're not on the flag. Why is that so important? Because when you have more flags than they do, it establishes a burn. It's a kill every couple seconds. I don't care how good your team is. You're not going to outkill the burn, especially in Battlefield 3. You would have to have 4, 5, or 6 beasts and a team full of guys that can't hit the side of a barn. So establish a burn, fight to the burn, contest the burn, everything you can do to keep pressure on the bad guys, to keep them from getting the burn on you. If you die 3 times in a row, but you kept them at their last point, that's awesome. You're PTFOing. But when you start staying in the middle of nowhere, cherry-picking kills, and allowing the other team to establish the burn, that's hurt your team. Nice shin shot with the Magnum. Props for that. Your target acquisition is very good, except for this one right here. I can't fault you for that. I don't think anybody can, because I blow my fair share of shots. I know that. That's one of the most frustrating things in the world to me is when I go through and house 7 or 8 people within a couple seconds and then blow the wide open shot. That just infuriates me. So pushing the burns again, you don't wait. You're off to the next one. I already really like these maps and the way these are set up, and I can't wait to get my hands on them personally, especially with some tank play. And it looks like there's limitations as to where the tanks can and cannot go. Very nice shot, and I like how you covered. There's a nice tip you can take from this. Take your shot, cover your reload. And this guy's like a knife pro. I don't get it. So when you're going into a highly contested shot and you've got your rocket out, that is a compromised position for you because most guys with infantry guns are just going to tee off on you. So take your shot, cover your reload, take another shot. Or switch to your primary, pick a kill on a guy that's rushing you, but always put pressure on their armor. That's the key. If I had a choice between getting that tank disabled or killing two people in front of me, I'm going to try to get that tank disabled. The reason why is that tank is more powerful than two infantry. And here's why. It's a deterrent. And it's a killing machine. So let's say you run around a corner and you're just a lowly medic or you're a sniper and you see a tank. What can you do? Nothing really. But if the tank's disabled, you're doing your job, making him worry about himself other than what's going on. And right now it looks like the Brony power's getting kind of duked on right now. So good job. Another thing I want to talk about is spawn screen selections. There's good choices, there's bad choices. One of my favorite things to do is when a flag is burning. It's not neutral yet, it's burning. I like to spawn there. Maybe it's just one guy and I'm contesting the burn. Maybe it's two guys and I can kill them, or kill one, then contest the burn. What's that mean? Well, if it's one friendly and one enemy, the burn stops. It completely stops until somebody else enters or somebody dies. There has to be a +1 scenario for that burn to start or stop. So remember that. Maybe you can make the difference by spawning in and stopping the burn, or at least staving it off until somebody spawns on you. So try that. That's a good thing that you guys can do to work on some skill sets. Nice shot, very nice shot. Is try a game where you always spawn in on the contested burns. That's usually what I do about 50% of the time. But Cartel will tell you, the leader of Rival, when we're in full scrim mode and practice mode and whatnot and comp mode, we pub with purpose. It might be res every dead guy you can get to. Go out of your way. Good save there. Way to kill the rep guy. You're really helping your tank right now. I just back off here because he's going to die. But you steal the tank. Very nice job, and you're getting repaired. And C4. But you know what? I would do that every single time of that very outcome because guess what? Your guys' tank is up. Theirs isn't. So if you steal the tank, let them kill you in it. Because you know why? They don't have a tank anymore. Nice power play. I'm going to call that your move of the day right there. You had some nice shots, but that's a team killing move. If you have two tanks in this map, game over. It's so small and condensed, there's no way around it. Think of the last time somebody had two tanks or two LAVs on Bazaar or two tanks on Sane. How'd that work out? Not very good for the opposing team, I imagine. So let's talk about grades for you as a player. I'm going to say target acquisition B+. Very good job, very sharp aim. Using cover, something you didn't do a lot of with the gun skills. You did with the rocket launcher. But play a little bit more off cover when you're using your main gun. A lot of times you get caught in the middle of nowhere. There's no cover for that. Make sure to play off of whatever you're close to. So I'm going to give you a B for that. Map awareness, A+. Doing the teamwork thing. Getting to flags, contesting burns, repair tooling a tank knowing you're going to die. A++. You're the type of player that there needs to be more of you because you're a complete team player. You're running engineer the whole time. That's not the best KD class, but you know what? You're shutting down their tank. You're stealing their tank. And that in itself is an MVP medal in my eyes. Obviously, with the medic class, you could stay alive earlier, sit on a med bag and whatnot, kill infantry a little bit quicker in certain scenarios. But you're a very sound, very solid player and nice rocket shot. Beautiful rocket shot. So far, you've stolen the tank, killed a helicopter. There's not much more you can do except go 40-0 in this round to become a better player. So thank you for the footage. Thank you for the round. It was a pleasure watching this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and picked up a couple things from this. Hopefully you guys are excited to get your hands on some Aftermath. I know I am after Armored Kill. So take care, YouTubes. Don't forget to check out his YouTube page and his battle log down below. See you guys soon.